Oh, finally the keyboard should be ready next week. Oh, I can't believe it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Unity of Chattanooga. Did y'all say, hey, Terry, roll tide? Is what you said to Terry this morning? All right. Y'all remember our wonderful Terry? He's a crazy Alabama fan. He's red, okay? Like we all do, but he loved his Alabama. Let's just talk about Terry for a second. All righty. But Terry's free and unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free. I am unlimited. I am free. I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free. I am unlimited right now. I am free. I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free. I am unlimited right now. Right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited right now. I am free, I am unlimited right now. I am free, I am unlimited right now. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see love in every face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Oh, okay, there we go. Well, hi everyone. It's good to see you again this week. It's always good to see you. Welcome to those online. We ask you to pray along with us this morning. So today, let's just take a moment or two to bring ourselves right here into the present moment and to take some deep breaths to relax a bit. I don't know about you, but I've been rushing around like a chicken with its head cut off. And so I need to get centered. And I'm so glad that I can get centered with you all. So let's just try to let some things go today. If any of you are preparing for Thanksgiving, especially those who may be preparing food, let's let go of the concern that something won't turn out right. Let's let go of the concern that some of my guests may not make it to town in time. Or maybe we won't make it where we need to go in time. Ah, yes. All we have to do is let go and let God do the work. There is nothing to prove. There is nothing to attain. Everything is already there. It is simply a matter of recognizing and honoring and trusting. And so we have so much to be thankful for. That as we trust and as we put ourselves in God's presence purposefully and tune in to that higher voice, we can relax and just trust that all will be well, no matter the circumstances. And we are so grateful. And we are grateful for this place where we can come and join each other in fellowship and in oneness and in love. We thank you for all those who brought this place about and how the universe conspired with us to do this. So we're grateful for this. We're grateful for our health. We're grateful for the presence of divine love with us every moment, every day. And so it is. Amen.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see love in every face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. All righty, so today we're celebrating Audrey, as Audrey is going to present to you guys. And I saw the title of her book, and I said, well, how cool is that? Is it Return to Self?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Return to Self. All right. And I've been listening to a song over the summer. There's a lady out of Los Angeles. Her name's Raquel Rodriguez. And she wrote a song called Back to Me. And I just, yeah. So I said, all right, Audrey, give me a reason to get to do a song I love. My head was in a bad place. I almost let myself go. My heart needed more space, but I could never let that show. You know, I don't ever like to hear how I could have done it different. Been getting signals loud and clear. All I had to do was listen. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally back to me. It's never a problem till there's too much of a problem. Oh, offer me an option, knowing dang well I don't want it. It's too personal. You know I don't ever ask for help, and I don't even want to. So I've been thinking to myself, all I needed was a redo. All I needed was a redo. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally back to me. Filling up my days, being fine at home. Trying to find new ways to tend that garden overgrown. Cause you know that I usually don't let it grow till it's out of my control. So I've been giving myself time. I'm starting to find. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally, help me, starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. Come on. I think I'm finally starting to feel like me again. I think I'm finally back to me. All right. Look up. Raquel Rodriguez. All right. Congratulations, Audrey. What an accomplishment. Okay, you got to go. Whose turn is it? All right. It's somebody's go. It's Kelly's go. Love y'all. Working on that energy, okay?
That was awesome. I like that song. Well, good morning, Unity. Good morning. It's so great to see all your bright, smiling, pretty faces this morning on this nice, cold November morning. Anybody digging the cold weather like I am? Woo! Yeah. It's kind of nice, isn't it? Get rid of all that heat. Sort of, kind of, right? All right. Well, we want to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service, your Sunday celebration service. My name's Kelly Thompson, and I serve on your board as vice president. I know, don't get too excited. We also want to welcome all of you that are joining us on Facebook this morning. Your energy is just as much a part of our celebration here as the ones that are present with us. We appreciate you being there. Don't forget to smash that like button, drop us a comment, let us know you're there, okay? Share it with everybody that you can possibly share it with, because you never know who's going to need a really great uplifting message. One I know Audrey's got for us today. So, do we have anybody that's new here today? Anybody here for the first time? Hey there. I tell you what, if you'll keep your hand up, we're going to have, oh, yeah, you got it. Okay. Good deal. Glad you spotted her. She's going to bring you a blindfold and a robe for the bonfire ritual out back. Just kidding. That's Wednesday. Be sure to join us for that. Oh, that's fantastic. We appreciate you being here, Stacey. Thank you so much for joining us. Everybody warm up your hands. I want to give her a big, warm unity blessing. You ready? We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in you. You know, the Christ in you refers to that spark of divinity, which was the very same quality of being that Christ and Buddha and all our other spiritual leaders had. and they demonstrate it in their ministries. Here at Unity, we welcome people and honor all paths. We welcome all people and honor all paths to God. Here we celebrate the divine presence in each other. You know, we were talking the other day, and Mona really nailed it. She said that she called us a spiritual discovery center. And that really resonated with me. I thought that was awesome. I really think that needs to be our tagline. It's just, it just kind of hit me because that's what we are. We're here to help each other discover that divinity within, right? So November is usually a month that we sort of associate with thankfulness, right? Or is it just about the turkey for you guys? And it's cool, man. I'm not judging. You can be about the food. It's all right. Yeah, pumpkin pie. Not the turkey so much. No, turkey always tastes like turkey, right? It's just like flying cardboard. But sorry. I guess. But it has been. It's always been associated with thankfulness, right? So, there's a study that says that if you practice gratitude, you practice thankfulness on a regular basis. You have a gratitude morning ritual, for the lack of a better word. Then that increases your happiness by 25%. Who can't use that? 25% is a lot when you think about it, right? That's if you were 25% heavier after Thanksgiving, you'd think that's a lot, guys.
Why are you looking at me?
Sorry, bro. So something that I'm really thankful for is you guys. This church it means the world to me. I started coming to Unity about 2 years ago, and you guys have truly become my family. It's been an amazing journey. I've been to a lot of churches, and everybody's normal till you get to know them, right? I mean, it's truly. Let's get real. But here at Unity, it's just been we're just such a beautiful community, and everybody is so welcoming, and even the weirdos, man. I love all you guys.
Speak for yourself.
And we love you too.
Well, thank you. That's good to hear. This morning, I'm very thankful for one person, not just one person, but one person in particular that we want to honor today. When I first, I'm kind of like Stacy. When I first got in touch with Unity, I had no clue what Unity even was. I've been studying metaphysics on my own for about a year, and I had no clue that there was actually any communities out there that were involved in it. And so I was looking online one day, and I came across Unity, and I called Miss Penny, and we talked for like 45 minutes, and it was great. So I came the next Sunday, and the rest is history. And it's been really a beautiful experience. But what really kicked it off was Miss Penny, and she is the glue that really holds this place together. So we want to honor her this morning. Miss Penny, would you come up here? You're such an integral part of this church.
Goodness.
And we want to just say thank you so much for all that you do and all that you take care of. She feeds us every Sunday. She makes sure everything's. Heck, she even wrote what I'm telling you here today.
Including that 25% heavier joke.
Yeah, she did. She writes all my material.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. happiest people in the world because I have always loved my job. And it's because of all of you. Thank you.
Can you feel the love? Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you get up and share some of that with each other, meet and greet everybody with a fist bump, a hug, or a handshake, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Okay, that's
Yes.
Yes, good memory.
That's coming up behind that, yeah. I think.
Trying to get away.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Just a little bit. There we go. All right, you guys are going to make me use it, aren't you? Huh?
Do it.
Better grab a seat.
Yes. Use it.
Hey, now we're talking. We got a gong that works, that little bitty thing.
I'm still getting the hang of it.
Did not work.
That's great and awful at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So, just a quick introduction for Audrey. Audrey Ramsay is a native of Chattanooga and has been in Unity since the 80s. She is a retired broadcast journalist and marketing communications manager for 2 Fortune 500 corporate companies, DuPont and Conoco. Using her love for aquatics and swimming, she also is the founder of the Chattanooga Aquatic Project and personal development nonprofit helping kids to learn how to swim and connect with the outdoors. Audrey believes that the way we think and our level of consciousness can create the world we desire to live in. Additionally, she believes as co-creators working together, we can all begin to strategically build a society that works for everyone. Please join me in welcoming Audrey Ramsay.
Thank you, Kelly. Can you all hear me okay? Yes. Okay. All right. So, because of today's technology, I really don't need a microphone, but we've got to hook up to the online. So, I want to thank you again for joining us today. And for those of you online, thank you for being with us today. You know, today is the day that God has made, right? Yes, yes. I woke up this morning with God on my mind. And today I want to fly like an eagle, live like the old owl, and walk with the faith, strength, and steadfastness of the turtle. So, again, thank you for showing up, and welcome to Unity of Chattanooga. For those of you who are new to me and are new to Unity, and to those of you online who may not know me, again, thank you, Kelly, for that beautiful introduction. I am a member of Unity and was a past board trustee. And I was born and raised here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I came of age during the 60s and 70s. So that makes me Southern born, raised by a Southern Baptist woman and a father who was AME Methodist raised. So is it any wonder I grew up a little confused about religion? And I became attracted to the non-denominational spiritual community that is Unity of Chattanooga. But I was in the late 80s, early 90s, relocated on my job from Chattanooga to Houston, and I became introduced to Unity's concepts and spirituality when I was introduced to Unity of Houston. And that's where I became impressed by Unity's founders, the history of Unity that is, and the founders Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, who created this movement over 100 years ago. And it's still growing, but yet we are still a minority, believe it or not, in the way we think, the way we see the world, and the way we see human beings, period. So through their imagination, the spirit of unity was born, and they were enlightened ones. And again, I dare say they were the minorities. But it was this spirit of inclusiveness that captivated me. The ideals of the American consciousness mixed with spirituality. Now, I know, like most of you, especially those of us who were born in the South, I grew up with the belief that you don't mix religion and spirituality, or you don't mix politics and spirituality. Really, though? Everything about our lives is political. Would you not agree? Yeah. But now is the time to really examine the consciousness of who we are and the change we want to manifest in our communities, in our existence. So, having said that, last week, or a couple of weeks ago, how long has it been since the election? It feels like a year, but it's been a little over a couple of weeks. I was starting to feel like our world was teetering on the brink of falling into the abyss of darkness. I don't know who to trust. The threat of hate crimes, thanks to social media, are more pronounced than ever before. And I have often asked the question, what world am I living in today? I want to read to you just the cover inside flap, because I wrote this. I started this book maybe 10 years ago, a collection of my writings in my journal. And the book became published in October. But this is what came out on the flap, inside flap. Are there days when you feel the world and our society is teetering on the brink of falling into the abyss of darkness? You don't trust anyone or anything. So who do you trust? Do you feel there is no turning back to the once simpler times, but your reality is the world created in your mind, and the world is manifested by your thoughts? The world you live in can be challenging. Multiculturalism is still in its experimental stages. Each generation blames the other. Cultural and religious warfares have been going on since the beginning of time. And so it goes. Hurt people hurt people. Everyone hurts sometimes. Everyone hurts someday. But let's slow down. Let's breathe deep. Let's relax and exhale. Listen to that still voice inside. The shift is here. You simply need to understand and use that knowledge, that wisdom, to formulate a plan that creates the world you want to by reflecting first. Remain close to the memories of the ones you have lost along the way. Reflections and memories bring back me. Besides, at the end of the day, we are all trying to find our way. So when I have looked back on my life and my journey, I'm recalling the first book of the Bible, King James Version of the Holy Bible, the history of creation. Now, these were, of course, stories written by the Hebrews in ancient times. And ancient times, it's like we're still experiencing what our brothers and sisters of ancient time went through. And when I refer back to the book of John in the New Testament of the King James Version of the Holy Bible, chapter 1, verses 1 through 5, I reflect on those words. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This is consciousness, is it not? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Consciousness can be defined as a state of being aware of one's own existence, thoughts, sensations, and surroundings. So I Googled the term American consciousness, and I want to read what I came across. American consciousness can refer to the idea of a patriotic assimilation that includes a strong emotional attachment to American liberal democracy, ideological and cultural integration, a need for new citizens to adopt a national idea, consciousness. That is the consciousness of an American. Okay, I'm not here to be political, and I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist. I am here to bring awareness to who we are and who I am. When I joined this unity movement over 35 plus years ago, I was impressed by the notion of the 12 powers. And in each one of those 12 powers, I was called to really go deep inside of myself, understanding that those 12 powers existed within me. And I was amazed that spirit, called by many different names, is the source that guided me on this long journey that I've been on. And now I have come full circle. This is my destiny. I left home in the early 70s for college, came back to begin my career in the broadcasting industry, only to leave again, and now I have returned back home. And again, I am not the prodigal daughter, but I think I'm a little bit more enlightened. I grew up in the South with the understanding that we don't discuss politics or religion, but let's be real, politics is our life, and we'll have to just deal with that as individuals, as communities. But it is comforting to know that we live in a democracy, right? Where freedom of religion exists. And as for life, well, I'll just leave it at that. But we, and I believe, we are created in the image of God, called by many different names. I have been on a long journey that has led me through the ups and downs of this existence. I have been very low at times, which is commonly referred to in the New King James Version of the Holy Bible as the valley of the shadow of death. But I fear no evil. Let's get that right. And I have faced the challenges of climbing up out of the depths of that valley with faith and hope as my companions. I've learned to let go. Emotions like fear, hatred, anger serve no purpose. Mine is a lifestyle, and this journey has been one of purpose. So, who am I? I am a child of God. We are all children of God. And God is life. I am created in His image. God is good, and therefore life is good. And I am good. We are good. So what is the problem today? And can this problem be solved? Who are you? Who am I? If not a manifestation of our thoughts. How did we get here to this space we're living in today in America? That is our current existence, and we are going through that existence today. On the subject of consciousness again, spirituality plays a key role in my being. So think about, I accidentally hit the wrong button. Okay, we're back at the 12 powers, but think about metacognition and what metacognition is. It is the process of thinking about thinking. And thanks to artificial intelligence, Meta AI is becoming commercial. And most advertisers, if you'll notice, we are speaking of the 12 archetypes of people and personalities. And most advertisers will use this model for learning what audience they're targeting with their products. So when we talk about the 12 archetypes, the quadrant, as you will see here, is divided up in fours in the center, provide structure, seek paradise, connect to others, leave a mark. That's pretty much how we move about our space. Would you not agree? And lately, I have felt a sense of gloom. And it's not because of the changing of the seasons, but, you know, fall can be a reminder of the need to release and let go. So, our recent boat ride a couple of weeks ago that allowed us to enjoy the scenery of foliage, but it brought back self in that we are connected to this nature, and there is a reason for the seasons, and we are in a part of the country where we can enjoy the change of those seasons. And I was first introduced to the 12 powers at Unity of Houston. And when I relocated there, I started attending Unity of Houston on a very regular basis. And the 12 powers, those 12 powers that exist in each one of us, includes faith, will, enthusiasm, power, strength, release, understanding, imagination, wisdom, order, and life. And while attending Unity some 30 plus years ago, I had an epiphany. I create the world I live in. I, in fact, came to realize that there was a song that, after listening to it by Ricky Byers, songwriter, it was entitled In the Land of I Am. It was those words from one of her many songs that filled me with the understanding, strength, wisdom, and love, faith, that caused me to reach deep inside myself to move past any obstacles I was to face then and now. And this feeling of gloom is where I focus today. And the knowledge, and I acknowledge those feelings, and I reach deep inside myself to release those feelings. Byers and the most profound and powerful lyrics express those words in the song I Am, or In the Land I Am. The words are, I am more than I have been, more than I will be, and I am all that I am. And I often remind myself that I am enough. Recently, when faced with physical pain, which led me to depression and sadness and loneliness, I wrote it all out, which ultimately became the contents of my book. But it was also a way of releasing and trusting spirit and knowing there's a reason for my path and the reason I'm taking this path. I am sharing with you my book to express how I am embracing the love of God, and all is well. In the book, The Return to Self, a pathway to inner peace, forgiveness, self-love, joy, and hope, I take the reader on a psychological journey to explore personal feelings and how those feelings impact our mental and physical health. This journey is to encourage the reader to examine their own consciousness to explain how we got to be here where we are today. Ultimately, the path will lead us to gratefulness. I began with a strategic plan I'm calling the RARE model, and RARE model is an acronym for research, reflection, action, resources, and evaluation. I created this plan outlining my list of concerns and drew upon my circle of influence by creating a Venn map, and it's in the book, demonstrating how thoughts and feelings impact the individual I am becoming. This idea is not new. We do it here through our burning bowl ceremonies, when we list what our intentions are for the next year. Now, I've been a follower of spiritual leaders and philosophers such as Deepak Chopra, Dr. Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Wayne Dyer, and humanist psychologist Abraham Maslow, known for his theory of the hierarchy of human needs. And I am influenced by Swiss psychologist and psychiatrist Carl Jung, who is known for his theories in analytical psychology, which is psychological and therapeutic approaches to focus on the unconscious mind and the role of archetypes and symbols in human life. So, the book, The Return to Self, is a psychological journey through the peaks and the valleys of my life to process, heal, and renew the soul, my soul. I hope as you read through the book, you will discover how the use of the RARE model has created for me or guided me through spirit my sense of consciousness and how thoughts have impacted my life experiences and how those experiences impacted on my mental and physical well-being. Journaling served as a way of recording and researching my life during the historical times of my personal experience. And while I was going through that pain and suffering caused by health issues of the lower back, rendering me unable to walk, for the reason my new mantra is I want to fly like an eagle and walk steadfast like the turtle, I came to another epiphany. And that epiphany is self-realization. And self-realization is understanding needs that are being and or not being met for me to achieve my highest goal. So on the 12 archetype scale, you will see the quadrant of belonging, safety, knowledge, and service. Belonging on the archetype scale is to connect with others and fall in the lower quadrant, the connect to others. The upper right hand of the quadrant, seeking paradise, is seeking paradise through safety and knowledge and a reflection of my life experiences. So the top left quadrant, which is provide structure, is through service. Service guided me to the creation of the Chattanooga Aquatic Project and personal development. And the fourth segment of the quadrant is the bottom left side, which is leave a mark. And this is where advertisers come into play when they're trying to target the markets that they're providing their products to, leaving a mark. And leaving a mark involves the archetypes mastery, power, liberation. So here's my point. We are all human beings, right? We desire, respect, and love. We all want to belong. And the knowledge of knowing who I am gives me the strength, the discernment, or wisdom to move forward and make that change. Okay, that's it. I'm done. But let me just say this, seriously. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 31, in the New King James Version, it reads, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They all mount up with wings as eagles, and they shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." So today I ask, what is the American consciousness? What is the human consciousness? How can we respond? Here's the deal. We can create, as co-creators of the world, a hospitable and accountable community. We can put into practice a plan for respect and nonviolence. That is what my creation of the RARE model is intended to do, to strategically implement a plan that collectively and collaboratively implement ideas to create a society that works for everyone. And here's my plan, starting with self. Peace in mind collectively creates peace on the earth. Does that make sense? Peace in mind. Collectively, we can create peace on the earth. I will listen more deeply, achieve a balance between listening and reflecting. In his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey referenced this habit or idea as seek first to understand and then be understood. I will utilize the skills I have acquired to help others in need. I will love harder, laugh louder, and be grateful for the simple things in life like health, clean water, and good food. This is my commitment. It's my commitment to my nonprofit, and I will ask open and honest questions, recognize that all voices have value, but more importantly, I carry thoughts of peace, calm, and love, because I believe peace in mind will create peace on earth. This is my return to self. Thank you. So if you will, let's just prepare ourselves for meditation. I want you to take in a few deep breaths. Exhale any negativity thoughts that are in your mind at the moment. I hope not, but let it go. I know you're worrying about this Thursday coming up, and are you ready for it? Let it go. Breathe deep. Exhale. Thank you, Mother, Father, Jesus, God, Goddess, Great Spirit, Buddha, Allah. Thank you for giving us your Son, Jesus, Heavenly Father, as the great way shower. For I know that we are children of God, and as the source called by many different names, you are love, the love that dwells within. So I want you to affirm with me, I am a child of God. Repeat. God is good. I am good. Life is good. God is life. I am healthy. I am love. I am strong. I am peace. And I am joy. Namaste. Amen. So, do we want to make ready for love offering? Okay. All right. Thank you. Oh, it's up here. Oh, thank you. There it is.
Do you need your book?
Oh, let me move this out of your way.
Grab this.
Okay. And your pad.
There we go. And this is for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you. Beautiful. Yeah. Y'all are my family. Know that.
All right, so now is the time in our service that we give you the opportunity to give back. Lucky you. So, everybody's heard of the Dead Sea, right? Everybody familiar with that?
Mm-hmm.
Do what? Yeah, it is. We'll watch it later. That's movie night a little later on. The Dead Sea is the richest, most mineral dense body of water on the planet. It's like you can get out there and just float. You can't die in it. But nothing can live in it either, because it's so dense and because there's so many minerals and it's so rich, because there's no outlet. The only way it loses moisture is through condensation. Evaporation. It pulls it out, but there's only an inlet. There's no outlet. And that's kind of the way it works with us. If we don't have an outlet, if we don't have that flow, then we don't have that life, right? So say it with me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I receive in abundance.
Flow, Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Show, Spirit, show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love.
Mother, Father God, we just thank you so much for this abundance. We thank you for the multiplication of it to the church and back to the giver, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And so it is.
So it is.
You guys got super quiet.
In the moment.
Yeah, yeah. Would you like me just to hold off? I can wait. We can just hang out and be quiet. That's okay. So before we break for all this amazing food, there's just a few announcements for what's happening here. Thank you, Audrey. We really appreciate you. Thank you. That's really good. Remember, Audrey's book will be in the bookstore following the service. If you'd like to purchase her book and get it signed as well, she'll be glad to. I think you'll be glad to sign it for me. I don't want to volunteer you for anything you're not down with. Okay, so next Thursday is Thanksgiving, so the church will be closed. There's not going to be any meetings or classes in honor of that. We're looking for several volunteers to help us get Gino's meditation garden underway before the weather gets too cold. If you're interested, please see Eric or Heath. As the weather gets colder, we also have a bin in the library for donations that are needed by the homeless. We're collecting blankets, non-perishable items, basic essentials, clothing such as large sweatshirts, socks, underwear, and gloves. Did I miss anything? Anybody? Can openers. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Anything you would need on a camping trip. That's good. I like that. I also want to invite you to mark your calendars for Sunday, December 8th, because we're having a special day planned. We welcome a longtime friend of Unity all over the United States, Dr. Will Tuttle, who is an award-winning speaker, educator, author, and musician. He's a former Zen monk with a PhD. Not only will he be doing the Sunday service at 12:30, he'll be presenting an afternoon workshop. So 11:30? 11:30 for the workshop. 12:30 for the workshop, I guess. That's what it says anyway. I don't know, I told you, man, I'm just the talking head up here. They just tell me what to do and I do it, guys. Sorry.
Very well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They told me I should be a game show host when I was in grammar school. That's a good name for, yeah. What am I thinking? They'd never guess that, I promise. Our speaker next Sunday will be Reverend Danny Spears, who is the minister of Unity of Gainesville, Georgia. He'll be speaking about one of Unity's 12 powers called life. And if you'd like to receive personal prayer for either challenges or joys in your life, we can always share the good things too. Our prayer chaplain, Ms. Lynn Chartier, will be here for you. She'll be available to meet with you in the back office following the service. And we hope you stay for food and fellowship today after the service. If you'll be able, please lend a hand in setting up the tables. If not, just let us.
Can we make one announcement about,
Yeah.
next week is our last meditation service. Or do you want, Mona, do you want, oh, where's Mona? Oh, sorry. She's counting the money. Yeah, so as some of you know, we've been having meditation services at 9:15 every Sunday prior to service. Next Sunday is going to be our last one. We're going to kind of go on hiatus for the holidays. And we're wrapping up Don Miguel Ruiz's 4 agreements. So next week is be impeccable with your words, don't make assumptions, always do your best. Thank you. So I encourage people to come. We had a great service today, didn't we? We had a really wonderful service today. And so it's the last one, so if you've missed it, next week is your last chance for a little bit.
Thank you, Eric. All right, so we just want to say happy Thanksgiving. We wish you guys all the love and blessings on this holiday. And let's see. Let's say the peace song first. Peace song. Wait. Slow down. Peace song first.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God unfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Okay, now class dismissed.